Now files are of two types. One is serial file and the other one is sequential file. What is a serial file? A serial file is a file which is basically designed on chronological order, where new records are appended at the end of the file.
Let's see how television impact each one of us. The first question I would like to ask, why do we watch television? Maybe to get entertained, to get informed, want to be updated with the current news. First, talking about evolution of television, the idea of television existed long before the actual invention of television. Several inventors have working on the creation of technology which could transcend sound as well as visual.
Basic objectives of public expenditure. The objectives are very clearly defined. They help in social goals, removing unemployment, increase in the production, exploitation, minimizing exploitation in terms of labor exploitation, promotes development of mineral resources, which can also be termed as allocation of mineral resources and natural resources, brings about price stability, balanced growth, and reduces inequality of income, which is the right distribution of income amongst the different sector of the society.
So we say that there are m and n real numbers. I have crossed it to represent that it is going to be get arranged in a matrix form, arranged in arrays. That is, arrays is what? M rows and n columns.
Learning outcome is students should understand the cash flow from different perspectives. How to monitor common techniques to optimize cash flow, managing the receivables, optimum level of inventory.
Today we are here to discuss on error detection and correction. What exactly we are going to do with error detection and correction? Why this particular concept of error detection and correction came into the picture of in networks?
Advertising as a definition is defined as a sum of all activities undertaken by the marketer either to increase the sales or then to make the target audience aware of their product and services. Now a question arises that can just advertising alone affect how exactly would your product be accepted in the market?
New and delete. Obviously, new is for allocation of the memory to the object which is created dynamically, and delete operator is used to deallocate the memory occupied by the object once the execution is over.
A modified circle whose radius varies from a maximum value in one direction known as major axis to a minimum value in the perpendicular direction known as minor axis.
ಸಾರಾ ಅಬೂಬಕರ್, ಮುಮ್ತಾಜ್, ಬಿ.ಟಿ. ಲಲಿತಾ ನಾಯ್ಕ್ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿ ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದಂತಹ ಬಂಡಾಯ ಧೋರಣೆಯ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಂತಹ ಬರಹಗಾರ್ತಿಯರು.
So let's look at the life of Immanuel Kant. Who was he? Well, Immanuel Kant was born in the year 1724 in a place called Königsberg.
सामाजिक प्रक्रिया समाज शासन बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण अवधारणा है। सामाजिक प्रक्रिया के द्वारा ही समाज में निरंतरता आती है।
So fundamental roles of information in business that we will be discussing here. So what are those roles? Why we require information? So first is to support business process and operations.
The process of learning is continuous and lifelong. Hello, my name is Namrata, and in this module we will understand the process of learning, learning methods, and how to become learners, better learners. The purpose is to become better at learning anything we take up.
Mean value theorems. Let's take a function y is equal to, not y, let's take a function, any function of x, say fx, and okay, let me draw this function on a piece of graph paper. Suppose this is the graph of fx. Let me draw the axis.
So data is your raw collection of samples. It's your unprocessed data, so that is your raw data. So when this raw data is processed, it becomes information. So only when your raw data is processed, it turns to your information. Information is your processed data. So this is the difference between your data and information. So data is your raw collection of samples, and when it is processed, you get the information.
Hinduism as a way of life. Hinduism is one of the most popular religion of the world. Huge number of Hindus live even today throughout the world. Not just in India, but universally, the number of Hindus are increasing day by day.